that's the thing. Hopefully we can get Frenkie De Jong because again, we may have to beg and embarrass ourselves, but if we actually get him in the end, it's all going to be worth it. But if the deal does fall through, man, what an embarrassment! What an absolute embarrassment! And we'd end up.
Well, it's a complete.
Sorry, go ahead.
It's a complete fucking shambles anyway. The Frenkie De Jong thing.
Oh yeah, well he's pretty much said that he won't leave until he gets his 17 million deferred wages paid. And Barcelona don't want to.
Sticking around for some time, pal.
Well, no, but if he stays though, they can't register any players unless he takes a massive pay cut.
Which is funny as fuck.
Yeah, and the thing is, obviously, Frenkie is not stupid, and he just sees that taking a pay cut is basically just like them not paying him back. Like, what's the difference? He was going to defer his wages to have his wages. Yeah, it's exactly the same thing. So he's just like, nah, screw you. And then they can't register any players they've signed. And they've signed like 5 players. Barcelona are actually the top spenders in Europe somehow.
Oh my God. And yet somehow like aren't like are not the winner of the of the transfer window.
Yeah. Oh well, I mean, they've certainly they stole
subjectively.
They've stolen 2 players from Chelsea. I mean, I complain about my Man U's transfer window, but Chelsea's not been great either. I mean, they've now signed. Well, they've got Sterling and Koulibaly now, but when you consider all of the players they missed out on, they had a really tough time too. And I think because they got burned by Barcelona in those 2 deals, they're trying to pretty much block the transfer of Azpilicueta and Marcus Alonso, just out of spite, basically.
Yeah. They also this morning Chelsea announced that they'd signed Marc Cucurella, and then Brighton were like, No,
I don't think they announced it. It was Fabrizio Romano posted it, who obviously is normally one of the most reliable transfer journalists ever. And then Brighton were like, "We haven't even received a bid. What are you talking about?"
No, there was a bid of 50 mil.
That's great. I mean, he's Cucurella maybe worth it. But
Brighton are considering it. They're taking their time.
Yep.
To look it over.
Well,
now, they're just trying to steal everyone's transfers now because they don't know what they're doing.
Well, the thing is, I think I mentioned this last time. They're in a lot of trouble because of their defenders. It's going to be impossible for them to play 3 at the back because they have no defenders. They lost.
They don't have 3 defenders.
They lost Christensen and Rudiger, like their 2, maybe not. Well, their best defender and then maybe their 3rd best. And then they've signed Koulibaly, but so they only have like Thiago Silva, Koulibaly,
Azpilicueta.
Yeah, I suppose Azpilicueta.
If you're playing those 2, you can afford to play Azpilicueta.
Actually, yeah, that works. And then they have the other guy, Chalobah, right? I think, but he sort of was playing better as a midfielder and as a centre back, not Chelsea worthy, I don't think. And
again, if you're playing 2 experienced centre halves, you can afford to have somebody like that in the back line.
But then that's the thing.
I agree.
But then they can't.
How else do they learn?
But then they can't play. They can't play every game like that. They'll have to rotate. Thiago Silva's 38 years old, and so like he can't play every game. And they're very bare at the back. And well, they're trying to sign Wesley Fofana from Leicester, and they want 85 mil. So
holy moly!
So it's looking like, because I was going to lead into this, that Frenkie De Jong has been linked with Chelsea now too, and everyone's saying like, well, obviously he's going to pick Chelsea. They're in the Champions League, blah, blah, blah. But there's no fucking way. I'm gonna fucking go out on a limb and say there's no fucking way that'll happen, because by the time Chelsea sign another centre back and whatever, if they get Cucurella as well, they would have already spent like 250 mil, and then they're going to spend 85 mil on Frenkie De Jong. I don't fucking believe that for a second, man. There's no way they can afford that. That's insane. And they don't even need a midfielder. They don't even need
owners, bro.
But like, so they what? They spend like 320 mil on
Yeah, and Frenkie De Jong will play centre back.
I don't think he will though.
Problem solved.
He's not a centre back.
Problem solved.
He doesn't even make tackles.
You get Frenkie De Jong, and you get a new centre back.
But like Frenkie De Jong playing centre back is one of the reasons why he wants to leave Barcelona. So why would that make him want to go to Chelsea and play centre back?
He likes blue.
I just don't
So-
think it'll happen. There's no way they could afford it. There's no way they could, that's absurd.